This is the moment we were waiting for. Build a new engine for the 69 Charger 500. Here we go. Here we are, another week in my shop full of muscle cars. Got a few here, got a few cars to take for a run. Right now I'm working on that Charger 500. I'm just going to remove the engine with Devin and Vasily. So let's see how it goes. And this is the Charger that was towed here from the state of California. It belongs to Eugene. He's brought it here for a total restoration. So we're going to start by removing every piece out of the car, because slowly but surely we're going to send this car out to get it chemical dipped. So we're going to start removing a lot of pieces. So as of today, I want to remove the transmission and the engine. And let's go. You guys, how's it going?
Good. We're just taking out a bolt on the belt housing.
Now we got a valve cover here that's loose, not a problem. Okay. So we just got a couple of bolts to remove here. And what do we got here? Check this out. Wow, check this out. Look at this. This is a wasp nest. All the way from California. I guess they make it out of mud, don't they?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, look at that.
Nice souvenir.
Yeah, souvenir. And we know we found a lot of these under the car as we start removing the underbelly, a few pieces. Look at that, eh? It's made out of mud. Check it out. Wow. Right from California. Nice. I don't think we're going to be using this carburetor, but I'm going to look at it anyways. Then I'll talk to the owner, see what we're going to do. But in the meantime, I'm going to put it on the side. It is not the original carburetor to the car. And we're going to build the engine to a certain horsepower that we're looking for. That's what Eugene wants. And what carburetor we're going to go with till then, I don't know. But in the moment, our job is to strip it down, get it sent out to get a chemical dip, and get going on with the restoration. And for you guys that don't know what this is a 69 Charger 500, just under 400 made. It's a very rare car. It's a NASCAR style design car. And we're gonna replace the fuel tank. We're gonna do the exhaust system. And Eugene told me that when he bought this car new, these Plymouth exhaust tips came with the car. They're not for a Charger, but we are gonna replace it with the correct tips, which are gonna be the Dodge Charger style. Oh, this is all gonna disappear.
Those are old mufflers.
Then this car must have been loud. Anyways, it doesn't matter. Look at this. A typical 70s. Everybody used to install air shocks. Check this out. Everybody back in that era. Air shocks. Check this out. Look at this. Oh well, I guess that's the era. You got it, Vasily? Yeah. Attaboy. Okay, one bolt to go. Vasily's gonna take it off, and after that we're gonna pick up the engine. This should have been removed, eh? I'm gonna cut it. Bring me the torch, Devin. I'm gonna cut this off right now. Give me the torch. This is how you fight against rust, right here. That's it. Wow, look what's coming out of there. What came out of there? Looks like a piece from a Ford antenna. You see that? Wow. Wow, check it out, eh? I don't know. Maybe see racing against Mustangs and took his antenna away. Look at that. We found this in the exhaust. This is, I'm sure it's a base for a Ford antenna. It doesn't matter. All right, let's drop it and take out the motor. Okay, bring it down. It's time we get this engine lifted out of the car, and let's get going with the rebuild. We're just about to pull up the engine, and apparently it's a match motor engine. So here we have it. We got the fender tag that comes with the car, and it ends with a 144173. So let's see if this is stamped on the block to call it a matching number and whatever it is. So let's lift it and take a good look. Here we go. All right, roll it in, Devin. This is the moment we were waiting for. Build a new engine for the 69 Charger 500. Here we go.
Go.
Okay, go up.
Let you go.
Okay, wiggle it up. I'll get a pry bar. I'll swing it over. Pick it up, pick it up. Okay, bring it straight up.
Why is it tilting so much?
Hey?
Why is it tilting so much?
It's got the alternator in the front, everything.
It has everything.
Yeah.
Can't pull it. Wait, actually, no, go up.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go.
Eugene, if you're watching, here it is. We're pulling it out. Well, it looks like it's in one piece. I can tell you that much. We're not going to turn it over or anything. We're just going to put on an engine stand right now, and when the time comes, we're going to tear it apart. But in the meantime, let's pull it out and put it on an engine stand. And this is the moment I was waiting for. Let's see if its numbers matching. Here we go. Here's the tag to the car. What's the numbers, you guys?
XX
Yes.
29
Yes.
144 173.
So here we go. Here we have it. We have a matching motor. So Eugene was right. It is a matching motor. Here it is. And it belongs to the car. Here it is. Bought is made in August the 13th, 68 of 1968. Made for a 69 car. And here's the serial number right here. So there we have it. Matching numbers. Here you go, Eugene. If you ever doubt it, it is matching numbers. He said so himself, but you know what? Seeing is believing. So it is true. He is correct. And we have a matching motor car here. And after that, we're going to see if we have it on the transmission also. Look at that, eh? Here's the original power steering pump. Look at that, dry. Not a drop of oil, eh? Look at that. I've removed all the hoses. I removed the cooler lines and not a drop of oil. Is this thing super dry? Man, it was really stored for 45 years, let me tell you. And I was speaking to Eugene that he wants to fix up the engine a little bit more powerful than it did come from the factory. And he wants a little bit more than what I have in my Kawasaki Challenger, that is. So, you know, we're gonna tear it down, then we're gonna go through it over the winter, see how he wants to build it. I'm sure he wants a lot more horsepower than 400, so I don't know what the goal is. We're gonna see. I don't know if we're gonna go with aluminum heads or not. Of course, we're gonna go with headers, a different carburation, a different intake manifold. I believe we're gonna go with a different set of heads. We don't know, we're not gonna go into the details. Right now, my goal is to take the car all apart, strip it, have it sent out to the chemical dipping so I can get started on the paint job, which I've reserved for next month to get started on. And I'm gonna have to do a lot of shopping on a lot of the trim, carpets, interiors, moldings, chrome, and whatever. Building that motor will be done here. Searching for parts, I already started a month ago. Right now, we're just gonna remove the transmission. And for some of you guys that go into detail, I believe this is the original H-pipe that came with the car. If you guys would take a good look, there's a clearance right here. It's got a kink on the top of the exhaust pipe right here to give it a transmission cross member clearance. And also, it's flattened here lightly, as you guys can see it. Flattened for ground clearance. And this is right from the factory. Check this out. Look at that. Never mind the holes, but then again, if you see this, flattened for ground clearance, and it's got the kinks on the top right here for the transmission cross member. And there you have it, a genuine H-pipe right from the factory. And the reason they call this an H-pipe, because the two front pipes are connected together and they breathe between the two of them. There you have it. So this is very unique. This is the way it came from the factory. So if you guys want to over-restore your car, this is the correct way of doing it. Here it is. And there you have it.
144-173.
And there it is, yeah, there it is. So we also have a matching transmission right here, stamped right on the side. There you have it. And I'm sure the differential's matching number, so it's all original matching number car. Really nice. You know, it's very rare that, you know, a lot of cars, when you go through 50 years, in many cases, it will not be a matching number car, like I've seen in many cases. But this is a very rare car, and also rare that he's had it for storage for 50 years. And he also had it racing back in the 70s. He didn't break anything. He did build the engine at one time. He did boosted it up a little bit, but he never broke it. He took care of it. And here we are 45 years later, and we're looking at it. It's still intact. It's a solid car. It's matching motor, matching tranny. And right now we're just gonna restore it and bring it back to new with new life. And this is the most common automatic transmission in the Chrysler industry. It's a 727 automatic, a heavy duty package. You know, it's got the factory torque converter from what I see. Transmission, they had two of them back then. They had the 904, which is a regular transmission, automatic. And then they had the heavy duty 727. And there we have it. You know what, we're gonna rebuild this too. Well, anyways, I've done so many automatic transmissions. I know these pretty well. Inside out. I'm gonna beef it up a little bit for make up for the horsepower, but then again, right from the factory, they're pretty good.
Hold on, I'm gonna remove that baby.
Take this off too. What's that? Is that another nest?
I think so.
Oh, all kinds of things are growing everywhere. There we go. All there is, it looks like a spider web or something. I don't know. Something used to live there in the past, but whatever it is, it's gone. Okay, and here is we have the power steering belt here. We got the alternator belt here. I believe they're genuine Chrysler pieces. They're all dried up and ready to be replaced, of course. But I'll keep them for measurement, so I can put them new ones when we get it put together and get it started. Here's the lower radiator hose. Look at that, super dry. You know, after 45 years in storage, everything goes dry. All rubbers are finished. I'm sure the valve seals are gone. Anything that's made out of rubber is gone. So here we have it. We've just removed the 440 engine and the transmission from our Charger 569, all matching numbers. And we can't wait to get started rebuilding the engine and the transmission and restoring the whole body. There you have it. Eugene, if you're watching, we're starting to work on it.
Nick and the guys are making a good start with the total restoration of Gene's incredible Charger 500. But the boss has another car in the shop. A car that will be keeping its old paint and patina. But now, this 66 Belvedere has an absolute beast of a 440 under the hood. Nick just finished a long list of repairs for Mike from New York, and he's looking forward to a test drive.
We did a lot of work on this. Batteries, electronics, brake lines, heater core. Wow, we did wiring. A lot of stuff we've done on this car. We've got it started this afternoon. I only had it running for like a few seconds. I've not driven it yet. I want to try out the clutch. We just want to get it going. All I've done is been doing electronics, suspension. I've did the rear suspension. We had the fuel tank replaced, fuel lines. We had to fix the handbrake setup. We installed the aluminum radiator. We installed the ignition on a ready-to-run MSD ignition. We've got an 830 CFM double pumper Holley carburetor. And this is the Torque Monster that we built a couple of months ago, or should I say a few months ago, and we had a dyno tested, which was on an earlier video that was on our channel. And it's produced 650 plus torque and 612 horsepower, all within 6,000 RPMs. This is going to be something different. This is a Torque Monster, and we had to stay last night late and install the exhaust system, which we've got it done finally. We got it started to fill up the antifreeze with it. So now the only thing I got to do is put an air cleaner and take it a ride with you folks. It's good. And here we go. That's something, eh? We've pushed this car every day since it's been in my shop. To the front of the shop, to the rear of the shop, and finally it's gonna move on its own. Check this out. Makes me feel like I'm back in 1966. Look at this, Playboy money on a shifter. I don't know what Mike had in mind at that time, but anyways, I'm sure he was a lot younger in those years. Okay, so this car needs a major cleanup. We didn't get here yet. I've also located a used tachometer for him if he wants me to install it, which we had a cheap one here, so I got rid of that. And our next thing is the only thing that's not working here at the moment is the temperature gauge, which I hope it's not overheating. So we're gonna find out by putting a few miles on it, going around the block, and see how it goes. Is it loud? No. It's not that loud, eh? Sounds healthy. Okay, we're gonna take it for a drive here, man. You know, we just bled the system. We put new brake lines on it. I've bled the system, so now I just want to try the brakes. Gotta try the clutch, try the motor, try the steering, suspension. We've gone through a lot of little things on this car, so I'm just gonna take it easy for the first couple of miles around the block, and then after that I might kick it. So in the meantime, I'm just gonna take it easy and take it slow. Mike, I don't know when was the last year you had it running. Here it is. It is idling on its own. I have to get used to this car. Gotta get used to the shifter, manual steering, manual brakes. Cars of the 60s, you guys. 1966. I hear a tire rubbing in the back. It doesn't matter. Minor technicalities. I'm just gonna start slow with it. Here we go. I'm sure a lot of dust is gonna come out of here. Gotta make sure I got brakes. So far, so good. Gotta make sure it stops, gotta make sure it steers before I push it a bit. This is a Torque Monster, all right? Okay. I heard it pinging a bit. I think I should back up the timing a little bit. This is wild, man. I'm sure getting used to this one, let me tell you. It's gonna need bigger tires for sure, man. Want to make sure everything works before I put it to the pace, and here we go. Time to install a rev limiter in this one for sure. We're gonna sure install a rev limiter in this one, that's for sure. No matter what miles per hour I go, it just spins the tires, man. Here.
Mike's Torque Monster is behaving as advertised, but it's also producing a lot of blue smoke, and that's got Nick worried.
I just took it for a drive and I see blue smoke. That's right now it's bugging me. I gotta think what's going on here. You know what it is to tear down an engine? Not now, man. It's not for me. Oh, I took it for a drive. I see some smoke coming out of the exhaust. Wow. Let me see here now. Wow, let me see. I've got an issue with a little bit of blue smoke here, so I want to see what's going on. So is it the oil in the exhaust system? I don't know. So anyways, let me just take a look. I want to warm it up even more. Get it really hot. Yeah, okay. Well, I hope it's the seals. I don't know, it could be valve seals, especially when you let decelerate, you see a little bit of blue smoke. Why? I don't know. But you know what? Let's look at it and see what it is. I have no idea. Usually my engines don't smoke, but this one's smoking. I don't know why. I'm gonna take a good look at see what happened. Maybe something went wrong with the valve seals on the valves. I'm not sure. Anyways, let me warm it up. I want to see what's happening out in the back. Yeah, this one's going to need a rev limiter also, especially when you're manual transmission cars and you rev them high. Anyways, I'm going to look at it, look into it, see what's going on. Let's go see. I'm gonna rev it up and see how it goes. I gotta be sure. Wow, this is not very common. Build an engine and blue smoke? No, it's not good. Let me check the oil level. Maybe we got too much oil in the engine. Let's take a look. You never know.
Simplest thing.
And you know what? When you buy a dipstick, that's a aftermarket. Sometimes it gives you a wrong reading and you got too much oil. So I don't know. Let me take a good look before I blame anything. It's on the full mark, hopefully, which it looks good. Let me try it this way. Wow. Yeah, it's a bit too much. It's a bit too much. Looks like I might have to take some oil out. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to take some oil out. It looks like there's a lot of oil on there for some reason. I don't know why. Actually, you know what? I'm going to pick it up, drain some oil. I'll tell you when to stop. Take it right out. Take it right out. Okay? Get ready to, I'll tell you when to put it back. Wait up. Wait up. Wait up. Now. It's hot, eh?
pain here. I want to feel pain.
It's a hot plug. Let me tell you, man. Now the oil is hot, eh? Here you go. Tighten it up. Okay. Let's get it going. See, I'm just curious to see if it's going to smoke anymore. Okay. Let's warm it up, take it for a drive. Here we go. So let's take it back out for a ride. Hopefully it doesn't smoke. I hope it was just too much oil in the engine. And let's find out. school. No power steering, no power brakes, manual transmission. What more can you ask for, right? This is a real nostalgia. So I just gotta get it warmed up and let's see how it goes. Okay, now we're gonna have to rev it up a little bit. We're gonna run close to 6 grand. I don't have an RPM on this motor yet, or a temperature gauge. So I'm just taking my chances. I know it's not overheating. I'll try to not go over 6,000 with it. We sure need bigger tires on this Torque Monster. Looks good?
Lots better.
Okay. I'm gonna push it once when I come up, so I want to see if it smokes. You know, this is really old school, eh? No power steering, no power brakes, manual transmission, and it's really smooth, let me tell you. This is awesome, man. Where are you, Mike? Come for a ride. guess it's not smoking anymore. We have a bit too much oil in the crankcase, so we took out a quart. I guess that solved the problem. There we go. There we go. We have it. This car is uncontrollable, man, let me tell you. Oh boy. All right, let's bring it back into the shop now. This is awesome, man, wow. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little cleanup in here. I'm gonna give Mike a call. I've got his car running. Everything seems good. I'm gonna have to vacuum the interior. Maybe I'll install the stack for him. And of course, a rev limiter. So let's take it back into the shop. It looks pretty good. This is one awesome ride, let me tell you, man. No matter how much I press it, it just keeps spinning the tires no matter what gear I'm in. Crazy, this is crazy. Wow. And this was a 383 car before. Now nothing like this 440 Torque Monster. This is awesome, man. Just gotta take it for a small ride now. Here we go, back to the shop. Third gear, fourth gear. What this car needs is a good wash. I'm gonna go to the shop now. I'm gonna give Mike a call. I'm gonna tell him that the car is running. Looks like it's good now, man. Yeah. You guys, this is what you call a Torque Monster. Is that something? Look at that, real patina look, 1966 Belvedere. Take a look. Nah, it's just a simple 440. This is really old school. Manual transmission, manual brakes, no power steering, but it drives beautiful, let me tell you. It just drives beautiful. I just hope Mike does not paint the car because this patina look looks awesome. I just love it. Leave it exactly the way it is. There you have it, viewers. We finally got it running. What was it, about a year in my shop? And Mike, if you're watching, you better buy some new tires. And you guys, if you look down below the video, we have a whole bunch of merchandise that you guys can buy. So whatever you like, buy it. love it, wear it, and enjoy it. And help spread the word of Nick's Garage. And if you have some time, check out our Patreon page. We have extra content and you guys can watch it and take it from there. And we'll see you next time.